the work done in 6 days is 3 by 5, then the remaining work must be 1 minus 3 by 5, that is equal to 2 by 5. So using these transformation formula and evaluating, you will get the step which is equal to cos 2x divided by sin 2x. So this is the last step after substituting and evaluating with the help of the formula, for which point you will get the maximum value. You should conclude the statement by z max is equal to a particular value at the point x, y. Hello everyone, a warm welcome to one and all. This is your Shruti ma'am lecturing in Vidhyaashram, the Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. So we were discussing about the model question paper prescribed by the Pre-University Board, Karnataka. In the last 3 sessions, we have solved part A, part B, part C. In this session, we are going to take part D question. So let's see your pattern of the question paper. Again, you have 5 sections A, B, C, D, E. So in this session, we will discuss about 5 marks question, how to attend 5 mark questions. So here, number of questions they will set for 5 marks is 12, but you have to attend only 6 questions to gain 30 marks. So therefore, options is exactly here. You have 50% chance of attending questions. So out of 12, you need to attend any 6. Let's see the question paper now. So here is the part D model question paper. So 1 question from matrices and 1 question from binomial theorem, 1 question from partial fraction, 1 question from probability, 1 question from permutation and combination. Mainly they'll ask you the problems on combinations for 5 marks, and 1 mathematical logic question and 1 ratio and proportion question, and you have 1 learning curve question, 1 linear programming problem, 1 bill discounting problem, 1 trigonometry problem, and second order derivative. And here you have applications of definite integrals to areas. So these are the important 5 mark questions they will give you for part D section. Here you have to choose any 6 question. So learn whichever the lesson is easy for you and attend those 6 questions for your examinations. Now let's see the questions and how we can attend the questions here so that you will get the 5 marks question. Here is, if A is 1, 2, minus 3, 1, minus 4, 1, 0, 5, 3. B is 4, minus 2, minus 3, 2, minus 4, minus 1, 0, 1, 3. C is 4, 1, 2, 0, 3, 1, minus 1, minus 3 and 4. Verify A plus B whole C is equal to AC plus BC. So this is purely algebra of matrices. You should know how to add, multiply the matrices to verify this property. So at first, you need to add A and B. So that is the first step you need to add. So find A and B. So this contains 1 marks after finding A plus B. Then you have to multiply A plus B with C. So the resultant matrix must be multiplied with C and take that as equation 1. So the resultant matrix is also will be in the form of 3 cross 3 matrix. Next you need to find out A into C. Find the product A into C of a matrix and B into C. So for each of them you will be having 1 mark, 1 mark, 1 mark. Then finally add AC plus BC to verify the property. Take it as equation 2. That is 1 marks. So in total you can conclude from 1 and 2 of the equation, the distributive property given, that is A plus B into C is equal to AC into BC. So this is how you will solve whenever the distributive property is given. So the distribution of marks for each steps is described here. Next question. Find the term independent of x in the expansion 3 by 2 x square minus 1 by 3x whole to the power 6. So whenever a binomial term is given, you should look it in the form of a plus b whole to the power n. So the term a is nothing but 3 by 2 x square. The term b is nothing but minus 1 by 3x. Do not take it as 1 by 3x. Take it as minus 1 by 3x. And the value of n is given, that is 6. So for this purpose, we have to use the formula of general term, that is TR plus 1 is equal to NCR A to the power n minus 1 BR. So, why to use it formula? Just to substitute the value of A, B, N. So, if you substitute here, it becomes TR plus 1 is equal to N is nothing but 6 CR, and here the value of A is 3 by 2 x square whole to the power n minus r is 6 minus r minus 1 by 3x whole to the power r. Since you have the variable x here, after solving this, you will get the equation as 6CR. So, here it becomes 3 by 2 whole to the power 6 minus r. Here again minus 1 by 3 whole to the power r, and here it becomes x 12 minus 3r. So, next is put index of x as 0 and then find r. Why? Because it is given it is term independent. Term independent means it contains no variable. So, therefore, we need to put the index of x as 0. 12 minus 3r is equal to 0 means we get r is equal to 4. After getting r is equal to 4, substitute back to the same equation. So, then TR plus 1 becomes 6C4. So, here we have 3 by 2, 6 minus 4 means it is 3 by 2 whole square it becomes, and minus 1 by 3 to the power r, which is 4 again. So, this is the term independent of the given binomial expansion. You can clearly see there is no x term. Suppose if you put r is equal to 4, here it becomes 12 minus 12, it is 0. So, this is how you can calculate term independent. The same formula is used to find the general term. The same formula is used to find the middle term. The same formula is used to find out the coefficient as well as the term independent of the variable given in the binomial expansion. Next, we have a question. Resolve 2x square plus 16x plus 29 divided by x plus 3 whole square x plus 4 into partial fraction. So, clearly this is a rational function. You can observe the denominator, the degree of the denominator is 3 and degree of the numerator is 2. So, this is exactly a proper rational function. Hence, we can resolve it into simple partial fraction. Now, also you observe here the linear factor is repeated. Whenever the linear factor is repeated, we will express it in this form. So, a by x plus 3, b by x plus 3 whole square plus c divided by x plus 3. So, after finding this equation, we can generalize the equation to form 2x square plus 16x plus 29 is equal to a into x plus 3, x plus 4 plus b into x plus 4 plus c into x plus 3 whole square. So, this is the equation given. So, substituting the linear factor. So, first put x is equal to minus 3, then taking x is equal to minus 4, then again taking x is equal to 0, or you can equate the coefficient of x square here. So, by equating the coefficient of x square and putting the linear factors directly to 0, we can find the value of a, b, c. Once you find the value of a, b, c, substitute the value of a, b, c in the given equation. Thus, the partial fraction is resolved. So, to express in the form of a general equation, you will be having 1 marks. To find a, b, c, you will be having 3 marks. And to write it back in the simple partial fraction, you will be having 1 mark. So, total you will be having 5 marks for this question. Next one, a box contains 5 red, 4 black and 3 white balls. How many selections of 8 balls can be made if these selections contain exactly 4 red, 2 black and 2 white balls, at least 3 red, at least 3 blacks and at least 1 white ball? So, clearly the first question is given for exactly 4 red. We have 5 red and 4 black, 3 white. So, total is, so we have 12 balls. Out of 12 balls, we need to select only 8 balls. For the total number of outcomes is 12C8. So, next question. A box contains 5 red, 4 black and 3 white balls. How many selections of 8 balls can be made if the selection contains exactly 4 red, 2 black and 2 white balls, at least 3 red, at least 3 blacks and at least 1 white ball? So, clearly for the first question they have given exactly 4 red, 2 black and 2 white ball. So what will be the number of selections? The number of selections here will be in the form of, we can clearly say here we have 5 red. So we have to choose only 4 red. The 5C4 into, since AND is used, we have to multiply. We have 4 black. We have to choose only 2 black. And we have 3 whites. Out of that, we have to choose only 2 whites. So here we have 5C4, which is nothing but, so 5. Here we have 4C2. So we have 6. And here we have 3C2, which is 3. So multiplying this, we get the value 90. So this is for the first one. Now the second one is given in the form of at least 3 red, at least 3 black, at least 1 white ball. So the maximum number of red you can get is 4 and maximum number of black you can get is 4 and maximum number of white you can get is 3. So here, according to this, we need to choose only 8 balls here. So the selection does not disturb the number of selections, that is equal to 8. So let's see how we can select in different combinations. So here we have taken red, blue, white. If I have taken red as 4, the only chance at least 3 means minimum 3 must be for blue and at least 1, so 1 has to be for white. So the total will be equal to 8 balls here. Again here it should be in the form of either 3, 4, 1. Here also it is in the form of 8. Or else it should be in the form of the minimum number of red is 3, minimum number of blue is 2. Obviously we have to select 2 white balls, so 8. So how to find the selections here? We have 5 red, 4 black and 3 white. So this is the maximum number of balls you have. So how to write this selection? For the first one I can write it as 5C4 into 4C3 into 3C1. Now for the second one I can write it as 5C3 into 4C4 into 3C1 again. For the last one I can write it as 5C3 into 4C3 into 3C2. So you have to add all these combinations here. So 5C4 is nothing but 5, 4C3 is nothing but 4, 3C1 is nothing but 3. Next again here we have 5C3. 5C3 is equal to 10, 4C4 is 1, 3C1 is 3. Next we have 5C3 again, which is 10, 4C3 can be taken as 4, 3C2 can be taken as 3. So on multiplying this, so we get 60, here 30, 120. So total we will get it as 210. So this is the number of selections for at least 3 red, at least 3 black and at least 1 white ball. So the next question, examine whether the given compound statements here are logically equivalent. So this is done with the help of truth table. So for P, let me write it as true, 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 false, 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 false. Next, for Q, we can write this as true, true, false, false. And here again, true, true, false, false. For R, I'll write it as true, false, true, false, true, false, true, false. So these are the truth values which I have taken for P, Q and R. Now let's see Q and R. And is nothing but conjunction. It is true only when both the statements are true. So where it is true? So in the first one and here in the fifth case and in all other cases you can take it as false. Next we need to combine the disjunction of P with this one. So for these two we have to find the disjunction. Disjunction is when both are false, it is false. So see wherever both are false here. So third, fourth, next you have fifth one, sixth, seventh and eighth are false. So you can write the last three as false and all others as true. So next we need to find out P or Q. So disjunction of P or Q, it is false when both are false again. So observe P and Q. So find out wherever both are false. So you can clearly see only in the last two cases it is false. So therefore you can write the last two cases are false and all other 6 cases as true. Next we observe for P and R. So observe P and R, find wherever both are false. So you can clearly see here the 6th one and the 8th one are both false. So therefore you can write here false in the 6th one and 8th one. In all the other cases you can write it as true. Next we need to find out and. It is true when both are true and in all other cases it is false. So clearly you can see the first 5 cases have the same truth values, true, 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 true. So therefore I can write here for the first 5 cases true, 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 and last cases you have true, false, false, true, false, false. So therefore it is false. Observe this column here. So this one is the 5th column and this is the 8th column. So observe the truth values here. So the 5th column and the 8th column are identical. So therefore here what we can conclude, column 5 and 8 are identical. So since they are identical, we can conclude the statement as this. Therefore, P, Q and R is logically equivalent to P or Q and P or R. So since the truth table or the truth values of the 5th and 8th column are identical, we can conclude the statement. So this is how we can verify the logically equivalence with the help of truth table. Next one, A can do a piece of work in 20 days, B in 30 days, C in 60 days. All of them began to work together. However, A left the job after 6 days, B quit the 6 days before the completion of work. How many days did the work last? So here, if I take the number of days for one day, that is 20, 30, 60 for ABC, then per one day, the work done by them is 1 by 20, 1 by 30, 1 by 60. When you add all this, you will get the solution as 1 by 10. Now, this is the work done by ABC for one day. Now, if the work done for 6 days means it is 6 into 1 by 10. So, therefore, 6 by 10. When you cancel this, you will get it as 3 by 5. So, this is the work done for 6 days. That is, the remaining work for 6 days has to be done in the form of 3 by 5. Now, we need to find out the remaining work. So, remaining work means if the work done in 6 days is 3 by 5, then the remaining work must be 1 minus 3 by 5, that is equal to 2 by 5. So, the remaining work will be done only by B as well as C because A left the job after 6 days. So, therefore, B will be in the form of x minus 6 by 30. And again we have B quit the work 6 days before the completion of work. Hence, the work done by C will be in the form of x by 60. So, work done by C and B will be in the form of this. So, after solving this solution, you will get the equation x is equal to 4 days. So, if x is equal to 4 days, then the work costed for 10 days. So, extra 10 days, the work has to be done by both B and C. Next one we have XYZ company supplies water tankers to the government. The first water tanker takes 20,000 labor hours. The government auditor suggests that there should be 90% learning effect rate. The management accepts an order of 8 water tankers in the next year. What will be the labor cost if the company will incur at the rate of rupees 20 per person? The learning effect is given in 90% and the labor hour is 20 hours. So, here we will solve the solution with the help of a tabular method for the learning curve. So, here we have units produced, total output in units, cumulative average per unit and total hours here. So for the first lot, units produced is 1. So the total hours taken is 20,000 labor hours. So hence it is here 20,000. Next here we have again 1. So we have 2. The learning effect is given, it is 90% of 20,000. So that is, we get it as 18,000. So now since the total output is 2 now, so the total hours will be 36,000. Next we have to take 2. So the total output will become 4. Now again 90% of 18,000. So that is equal to 16,200. Now we have 4 units here. So multiply by 4. So the value will be equal to 64,800. Next again we will add 4. So the total output becomes 8. We can stop here because our aim is to find for 8 water tankers. So therefore now again 90% of 16,200. So that is equal to 14,580. Since 8 outputs are produced here, so the value will be equal to 1,16,640. So this is the total labor hours. Now they have to find the cost. So for per hour, the cost is 20 rupees. Now the total labor hour here is 1,16,640. So therefore we can write the total cost. Total cost is equal to 1,16,640 into 20. That is equal to 23,32,800 in terms of rupees. So this is the total labor cost. So you will be having one compulsory question from the learning curves. Next we have the linear programming problems. So the question paper will have 1 LPP for 5 marks. Now here, maximize 6x plus 8y subject to constraint 4x plus 2y less than or equal to 20, 2x plus 5y less than or equal to 25, x comma y greater than or equal to 0. So the optimal function is given. We need to find out the solutions for these two linear inequalities. So let's find it. We'll take 4x plus 2y is equal to 20. So find the coordinates of x and y here. So if you put x as 0, then y is 10. If you put y as 0, then x is 5. Similarly for 2x plus 5y less than or equal to 24, we can find the coordinates here. So if you put y as 0, then x is equal to 12. Next, if you put x is equal to 2, then 5y is equal to 20. So y becomes 4. So these are the coordinates you can take. So once you have find the coordinates, you can draw a graph. So x-axis, y-axis. So let us write the coordinates. We have 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So now we have, for the first one it is 0, 10 and the second one it is 5, 0. So this is the line. So for each particular line you will contain 1 marks. Next we have 2, 4 and we have 12, 0. Somewhere here you can take 12. So when you join this, you will get the line. So write the equation of each individual line. The equation of this line is 4x plus 2y is equal to 20. And for the second one, it is 2x plus 5y is equal to 24. So find the feasible region. So you can find this as the feasible region. So after finding the feasible region, you will get the 4 corner points. So here you have O, A, B, C. Find the points through your graph and apply it in corner points table. So we have a corner points here. So we have origin in the form of 0, 0, A, B, C. Find the point using the graph, then substitute in the given function, that is 6x plus 8y. So once you find the corner points, put the value of x and y, find each value for the particular coordinate. So for which point you will get the value of z as maximum. So you need to find maximum. So find maximum. So once you find the maximum value, you can write z max is equal to whatever the value at the point. Which point? For which point you will get the maximum value? You should conclude the statement by z max is equal to a particular value at the point x comma y. So for this complete solution, you will be having 5 marks. To solve the solution with the help of graphical method, LPP, this kind of problems contains 5 marks. Next question is here. A bill for rupees 12,900 was drawn on 3rd Feb 2004 at 6 months and discounted on 13th March 2004 at 8% per annum. For what sum the bill discounted and how much did the banker gain in the transaction? So here the face value is given and the bill period is given. So date of drawing is also given and we need to find out here legally due date. What is the legal due date or what is the number of time period given for the transaction of rupees 12,900. So here after finding LDD, calculate the time in terms of days, then convert the time in the form of an year. After you find T, you can clearly find out the discounted value. Once you find out the discounted value, you have a face value, you will find T. The rate of interest is given as 8%, which is 0.08. So substitute and find the value of discounted value. Next, you can find the banker's discount and banker's gain once you find the face value and discounted value. So later, you can find the true discount using the formula banker's discount divided by 1 plus TR. So you have to learn these formulas. Once you calculate T, you can use all these formula to find the banker's discount. Next one, prove that cos 7x plus cos 3x minus cos 5x minus cos 6 over sin 7x minus sin 3x minus sin 5x plus sin x is equal to cot x. So consider the left hand term. So that is LHS. So you can take the terms cos 7x plus cos 3x as the first two terms, then take minus common factor. You can write cos 5x plus cos x. Similarly, in the denominator, take first two terms sin 7x minus sin 3x. Again minus common factor. You can take it as sin 5x minus sin x. So here, use the transformation formula. What are the transformation formula you have to use here? So the numerator is in the form of cos C plus cos D. So you can use this formula to find the values of the first two terms, and in the denominator you can use the formula of sin C minus sin D. So using these transformation formula and evaluating, you will get the step which is equal to cos 2x divided by sin 2x. So this is the last step. After substituting and evaluating with the help of the formula, you have to write those steps as well as the formula required here. So then once you got it in the form of cos by sin, that is nothing but cot. Hence we will conclude it is equal to cos 2x. That is, it is equal to right hand side of the given equation. Next question. If y is equal to x square plus a square whole power 6, prove that x square plus a square d square y by dx square minus 10x dy by dx minus 12y is equal to 0. Since here y is given, first find dy by dx. So to find dy by dx, it is nothing but, so you can clearly see dy by dx, you will get it as 6 into x square plus a square whole to the power 5 into 2x. Next, if you want to find out again d square y by dx square, so here you have to apply the product rule. You can take 12 as a constant, apply the product rule, first function into derivative of the second. Again it will be in the form of a square whole to the power of 2x plus second function x square plus a square whole to the power 5, derivative of x, which is nothing but 1. So you will find dy by dx and d square y by dx square. Consider the equation, that is the left hand side of the equation. Once you substitute the value of dy by dx here and the value of d square y by dx square here and solving it, you will find the value is equal to 0. So you have to substitute and evaluate, then only you will get the value as 0. So for this carries 5 marks. Next we have, I said 1, application of definite integrals under the areas. So this is one of the question. Find the area of bounded between the curves y square is equal to x and x square is equal to y. So take one function f of x as, that is y square is equal to x. Take another function as g of x, that is you can take x square is equal to y. So this implies y is equal to root x and this implies y is equal to x square. So you can take this as equation 1 and equation 2. So solving 1 and 2, you can find the coordinates of x as well as coordinates of y. Since here I have taken the area in the form of f of x g of with respect to dx, the coordinates of x must be taken here. Or you can use area as AB f of y minus g of y into dy. So here I have taken the function in the form of f. So therefore I have to use this equation. Suppose you take the function in the form of x, then you have to take area as a to b f of y minus g of y dy, and limits have to be taken with y coordinates only, because here we are integrating with respect to dy. Whenever you are integrating with respect to dx, the limits must be x coordinate. Whenever you are integrating with dy, the limits must be y coordinates. So after integrating, you can find the area of the required curves. So these are the few questions they have asked you in the model question paper. All the chapters in the model question paper, 5 marks, will be asked in your final examination. So choose the best chapters which you can study well and answer 6 questions out of 12 questions. We'll take part E in the next session. Until then, keep watching, keep learning, keep exploring. Thank you.